Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Thursday morning edition of the Moose Minute Project, titled, Listen to Those Around You. And this goes for owners, managers, assistant managers, department heads, whatever it may be. Listen to those around you. If you're not happy with how your business is going, and it's going to, there's a couple things that are going to drive it right now. If you're in the sales world, like I was for many years, you dreaded this time of year. It's an election year. It's highly criticized from both sides election year. The economy is in disarray, and interest rates are where they are. So you need to listen to those around you, especially if you manage a company. And I don't care if you have 3 employees, 2 employees, 50 employees. This time of year is hard as a salesperson. And yes, I get it on the owners and all of that and the managers. It's hard on you. But you have other avenues to live off of. The people below you are working for you. They're showing up every day to make ends meet, to make things better for themselves. And if you're worried about how they are treating your customers or how you walk in, you need to listen to them, but also do some role playing. Role playing is a way to get to understand, and maybe they'll act differently, and not everybody always shies away from it because they say, oh, we don't get the true experience. Well, by the time you get the true experience, and by the time you get feedback on it, it's too late. If you don't be proactive and at least train people on what you want said. How do you want people greeted? How do you want the procedures to go? You know, it amazes me that we don't take time in this world to compliment the great staff. We don't take time to compliment the great things people do. We wait for the shit show. We wait for the disrespecting factor. We wait for somebody that may have had a bad day, and then we complain. And not do we complain to somebody that can do anything about it. We go to the internet and bitch about it from the seat of our couch or our chair. I lived that world too long. I hated when I would go to work and all of a sudden I'd see a review from a customer that I already knew was going to be bad. We tried to do everything we can, and then you see their spin on it. Go to somebody that can take care of it. Go to somebody that will listen, and yes, you don't have to go to the person that you had the interaction with. That's not what I'm saying. But if it's at a place that has a manager, sometime when you're out to eat, here's a prime example. Sometime when you're out to eat, I was up at Hillsboro Brewing Company it's been a couple months now, and watch people's face. I had a great experience. The staff was phenomenal. And the waitress we had, smile on top of it. Glass wasn't emptied and it was back filled again, or if asking if we wanted another drink, whatever it may be. Phenomenal. I said, hey, as I went to go to check out, I said, hey, is the manager working? You should watch people's faces. And this tells you what is going to happen. They point me to the manager. She's doing paperwork and stuff over at the corner of the bar. I go over there. I said, oh, I hear you're the manager. And she's like, oh, boy. I said, hey, I want to tell you something. Your staff, your waitress, top notch, best waitress I've had in a long time. It was a phenomenal experience. She's like, oh, thank God. I thought you were going to I said, no, I've been a manager before. I've been in this setting. I get it. And I make it a point whenever I have phenomenal service to tell either the manager or the owner. My best friend, Honker, he hears from me quite often. Whether it was here's what I thought could be better, or the new bartender is a knockout home run. Great job. Take time to do that. Take time. And if you had a plumber come to your house or an electrician come to your house or whatever, take time to tell people how phenomenal the service was. And if the service is bad, you don't have to explode. You don't have to be a dick about it. You don't have to be a bitch about it. None of that has to happen. Just simply say, you know what? Here's what I was expecting, and here's what I got. You know, I'd love to continue to use you because the work was okay, but it wasn't what I was expecting. And I'm going to guess you're going to get further with that than you are if you totally berate somebody. So if you are out, because we all know it, the only ones that like to go to the internet and everywhere else are the negative ones. I'm asking for you the positive ones. If you've had positive, I don't care if it's at the bank. I don't care if it's at, any business in town, whatever it may be. Ask for the manager and make their day. All these owners, all these managers have been getting their ass kicked over and over and over again by people complaining. And a lot of it isn't even complaining stuff that makes sense. So, because that's why they go to the internet then from their couch. And they blast you and a lot of them, I love when they blast you with a negative rating and they have their first name of, G. Willis or whatever. And you don't even know, they're not even a real person. They're just doing this to piss in your Cheerios for the day and make themselves feel better. Take your time. As business owners and managers, take your time. When you're out and about and you're at other places, take your time to do those little bits to help. I think there's a lot of great places in town, especially in Richland Center now. A lot of good joints to go to, and some great businesses. There's a reason I bank at one bank, and I have for a long time in Richland Center. It's because of the staff and that management, and they take care of people, and they listen. Yes, I've had some issues. A lot of it is because part of it is for me, is I've had my stroke, I had my grand mal seizure, I'm blind in one eye. So, yeah, you can call me lucky, I guess. But part of it is that nobody realizes those handicaps for me. That, getting little slips of paper or whatever it may be is very hard for me. So I've explained that, and now it seems that the ones that I've had trouble with, and the one heard my story on WRCO, and she's literally apologized for it. That says, Chris, I never knew about all that. Well, I don't wear a sign every day that said I've gone through all this shit. So it is what it is. But it comes down to training. It comes down to management. It comes down to ownership. If you are an owner or an executive person in your business, you should know each of your employees and what they're going through every day. That was the hard part for me when I was at the businesses I've been at. I've been going through, when I was going through with my mom's stuff, nobody came to me and said, hey, what's going on? Why is everything changing for you? Why are you different? Why are you short? Why are you this? Nobody wanted to have that conversation, and nobody wanted things to change. If you want things to change as a owner or a higher up manager, some of these discussions are going to be very hard, and some of it may point back to you. So you're going to really need to look at yourself internally, and how are you taking care of your employees? There are employees out there to be hired. Not very many of them, I'll give you that. But I think if they hear about things that are going on in your business, you will find them. The other issue is just how are you treating them? Are you yelling at them? Are you doing all of this stuff? And don't get me wrong, you can be strict and you can have a very hardcore, but you don't have to yell and rant and rave. And you don't have to get everybody in the meeting to tell them that, they suck or whatever it may be. And if you're telling people to their face that they are a cancer for your place, or you are this or you are that, it's time probably for them to go. I know that it's not easy to fire or hire people, but I learned this in one of my podcasts, and it made a whole lot of sense. You need to learn how to hire fast, but fire faster. So, because those people that you already have that feeling about, they need to go away probably, because they're only going to make things worse, especially if you get new people coming into your business. You only get one shot to impress somebody. And there again, I learned this in a podcast too. If you're in the restaurant business or anything else, it's not the one time. It's not even the second time they have to have great. They're talking that you have to have 3 to 4 exceptional treatments for it to become a regular place. So that's pretty wild to me. So that's where I'm at today. Is just with the Moose Minute Project, I'm tired of all the other stuff that's going on in this world, so I'm going to focus on some of the things that I'm really educated about. I've done a lot of training on, I've done those kind of things. Anybody can bounce anything off me. I've been in management since 96. So 28 years, something like that I have been part of managing something in one way or another. And then in high school, I was a night manager at the grocery store. That didn't really count, though. I don't count that as management. They'd give you a title, but you're a night manager or closer. But, yeah, that's not nothing. It is what it is now, going to be a different story. With the economy, with the interest rates, the battles, you are going to have to be on top of your game, and you're going to have to be on top of customer service to make sure you keep people coming back. And not only that, the food prices and everything else, it's hard for some to justify going out. I'm glad my wife and I are empty nesters. We can kind of do that once in a while, and we like to do that locally. I would rather not have to drive 45 minutes. I'd rather do it locally. And we do that quite often. So that's where I'm at. Take time to learn your staff. Take time to know who they are, what they're going through. It's part of what you need to do. And I know a lot of people don't like to do it. And people don't like to talk in meetings about the negative and the positive. They just want to talk about positive. That ain't going to fix it either. You got to talk about both. So you just need to get it out in the air and then work on it. But then show everybody that you are a team. You don't just sit in your office, or you don't sit upstairs, whatever it may be, and you overlook everybody. Like you're the king in a kingdom and you're not approachable. You need to be approachable by everybody. Open door policy, it doesn't matter who it is. They need to be able to come into you and shut the door and have a talk. So that's where we're at, and they shouldn't feel like when you call them to your office that, oh crap, shit's going to hit the fan now. Because that's the only time you call them in. That's not working either. So that's where we're at. I hope you all have a great day. It's a very foggy day. I saw sun for a minute. I think it'll burn off. But again, it's Thursday. It's bowling day for me. I'll be at the bowling alley tonight. So that's the way I'm bowling, though. I would rather probably do something else right now. But it'll get there. It's still warm. That's part of my problem. I don't like to bowl until it's very cold and miserable and nothing else to do. So we will go from there. But I hope you guys have a great day, and always, always take time to bless somebody's day today. I posted a video today from Chasson Smoke. They are a manufacturer of rocket stoves, smokers, reverse flow smokers, fire pits, all that in Blue River. I posted a video today. They donated a 4-inch rocket stove to my mom's memorial tournament December 7th. They are pretty badass stoves. So they are going to be nice to have at deer camp or anywhere else or at home. They have plenty of attachments that come on top, such as a grill or a griddle, any of that stuff. So make sure you look at them up too. I appreciate them for their donation. Miranda and Jason, they are locals. Miranda's from here. Jason is from Louisiana, and you can tell because he has that accent. But they are a up-and-coming company, that is for damn sure. And they are in Blue River. So everything is made right here in the US of A, which is harder to find. So look them up. Check out that video. And then make sure you're signed up if you are a bowler for December 7th for my team tournament. I have 2 spots left for that tournament. And I think I've got 31 sponsors right now of things. I'm working on a couple of big ones that will definitely be really cool when it's done. So we will do that. But I want to highlight some of those bigger gifts. That's a I think it's like a $300 stove, something like that. It's all handmade, welded out of thick steel. But check that video out on my page. That stove, I think that one on the video is actually a 6-inch, but I have a 4-inch coming. So that's going to be cool. So take time and again, bless somebody today and have a great day. And I hope if you're out bow hunting or whatever it has started, I wish you the best. I've seen some, I don't do it. I gun hunt when I can, but I don't bow hunt. But I've seen some amazing deer already online with pictures taken, and it's got to be pretty cool to stick a pig like that. I think I see my kids both have bucks bigger than mine. I've shot a little one once, but yeah, 8-10 points, and then when I'm seeing these 180, 160, 180 grosses, that's a big deer. So congratulations to anybody that's dropped one already this year. Hasn't been quite favorable, I don't think. So have a great day, and again, be safe out there and bless somebody that you can. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another edition of the Moose Minute Project.